Too shy of the 30.
Let's go. 50, plant.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come.
Hey, Haywood. Now.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. And they have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line. Set. HE Gators. You get it.
To throw again, Lawrence. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Hey, shoot.
Mike 54.
Throwing on 1st down, Lawrence. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check one. Check three. Showing up. Showing up. Let's go.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Griffin. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, it's Griffin. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Preston Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 43. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now the second down throw on target. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Go! 17's Mike. Mike 17. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
They go play action. Griffin. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Set, hut, 6 yard. Mike 7, trust, 7, hustle. Check, put it 2, check, cover. 7, put it 2.
Third and long. It's Griffin. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Griffin. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. On 2nd down, Muhammad.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 3rd down, Griffin. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. These two teams all tied after one.
Here we go. Spawn. No, over.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and
He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there.
Bravo.
We got 25 to Mike. I don't even know why this team shot.
From the gun, Lawrence. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
It's a tough one right there. Blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
52. Mike 52. Record. 52's the mic, boys. 50. I don't think you got it.
Now on 2nd and 13. Griffin. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Mike 19.
Out of the gun, Griffin. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but holding the second. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Preston Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And the pressure gets to him again. Matthew Ioannidis, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? He said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dexter Lawrence just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mike 17, Mike 17. It's a party now. It's a party now. 17, go.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. That's caught at the 25. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Set, ready, 30 base.
Get trapped, get trapped.
Throwing on first down. Lawrence. And Stills bringing it in. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And it's caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 17-14.
Chargers 17, Redskins 14. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Griffin. Open man here. Sims complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Once again, Griffin. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Griffin will throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter.
Set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. It's been a long day for you. Mike 52, Mike 52. Check pass, check pass. Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the run, watch the run.
On 2nd and 9, Griffin. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a give, right side, Muhammad. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
17's Mike, Mike 17. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Mike.
Now Griffin. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Muhammad. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now it's Griffin. Got it complete to Rodgers. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll run with Muhammad. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Griffin. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Dexter Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Griffin. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Redskins have once again taken the lead. Santos with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that, but maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
They go again with Muhammad, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Like 17.
Play action, it's Griffin. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now they toss out wide to Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Kevin King with a pick. Allen, the intended receiver. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Check your hot read. Quick there, quick there. Hey, come. On the ball. Check.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Muhammad. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Like 17.
On 2nd and 9, Griffin going for it all. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game, as his guys have now moved out in front. Now the point after try for Santos. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
So with the miss, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Come on.
The Charger drive about to get going. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
Let's go. 60 or.
Silver.
Go.
Me. I got this.
Hey, box truck. Right up.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And Allen's got it. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Look at me. Zipper. 5.
Mike 54.
Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence stepping up. He's going to keep it. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Yep.
Mike 50.
Hey. High 7.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Ioannidis make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Lawrence. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now Griffin on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From the gun, Lawrence. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Here's Sanders. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Once again with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
27.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Go, defense.
Throwing now is Griffin. It's complete to Williams. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
17's Mike 17. I got him. Mike 17. Mike 17.
Griffin to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 60 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Redskins 34.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. 40 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one good for 37 yards.
Mike 17, all day, every looks more every day.
Here's Griffin. He's going to let it fly. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. So here are the Redskins now, an important 2-point conversion. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th.
Chargers 43, Redskins 42.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Ready?
And they will take a knee here.
The quarterback keeps it. It's a loss of a yard. And it's third.
Ready? 15-1. 15-1.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.